Good morning. It's Saturday, February 23rd, and it is in an unprecedentedly good day here in London. It's not unprecedented, but I feel like I said yesterday, we've had an amazing streak of really just lovely, beautiful weather, and it is 60, it is sunny, and yeah, I mean, it was like kind of gross and foggy when we woke up, but that's all burned off, and now it's going to be a beautiful day. And I'm headed out to a new to me place in London today. I'm going to Somerset House, which is on the river, and I'm going to see they have a Charlie Brown exhibit, and I really love Charlie Brown. My dad is a big Charlie Brown fan, and I think that's where some of it comes from. I don't actually remember like engaging with like a ton of Charlie Brown as a kid, but I think his enthusiasm for Charlie Brown kind of just spread to myself and my sisters. I feel like, you know, every birthday card he sends, all that, he gets the good Snoopy cards for all of us, which is great. So I'm excited to go see that and check it out and see what cool things are happening with this Charlie Brown exhibit. It's called I think it's called Good Grief Charlie Brown is the name of the exhibit, which would make sense because that's the Charlie Brown catchphrase. And yeah, then after that, I'm going to just have a quiet afternoon. I have, as always, reading to do and things to get through. It's weird. I was thinking about what to talk about today, and I was thinking a little bit about like concepts of time and what it meant that today is Saturday for me. And I feel so much like, because I'm in grad school and so much of my time is unstructured, I have 9 hours of class a week. On any given day, I have no more than 3 hours of class. And then I have Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off, so I have an extended weekend technically. But every single day of the week, you know, when you're not, I'm so used to working at a job where it's like, you know, you get up, you go, you're kind of busy from 8 to 5 or whatever, you have things to do, and, you know, sometimes you're lucky and there's downtime or, you know, time to actually like read and respond to your email or whatever that might be. God, I hate email too. But as a graduate student, it's been so weird to have so much unstructured time because I'm so used to having like my time mostly outlined for me and having very specific, you know, you have these meetings and you have these projects and you're kind of working on shorter term things. And the way that my graduate program is structured means that, I mean, I mostly just have to structure my own time because nothing's like due over the course of the term ever, besides maybe one paper, one or two papers, and not even papers in all my classes. But so yeah, it's weird to have to structure your time so much. And so, you know, when people think about like concepts of weekend, I don't know, for me right now, the weekend is just like just another day. And I've been trying to figure out how to balance like treating the weekend as though it is a weekend, because I think there's value in structuring your time differently and really thinking about like just in terms of like wellness and balance, thinking and using your weekends to be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more, you know, focused on, you know, extra sleep or having a little extra fun. But it's really hard when all of the days, like I could do that any day of the week because, you know, I'm done with class every day except Thursday. I'm done with class by 1, and then, you know, I have the rest of the day to myself. So it feels weird to kind of all the days just kind of blend together. I don't really have a main point here. It's just the idea of like, you know, when your time is unstructured, but you still have work to do, and you still have things you like work to do, things you want to do. Like I want to go see London while I'm here, obviously. And, you know, you have like, you know, your normal responsibilities like laundry or grocery shopping or keeping my room clean, all of that. It's weird to like find the right structure to your time. I kind of just decide to do things instead of doing them on a routine like I did when I was working a regular job. Like weekends were very much about like you do laundry and you go see grandma and you do all of these things. But right now, because my time is unstructured, it feels weird. I think maybe at the root of it, it feels weird not to have a very set routine. And I think it's good for me. I'm a pretty routine focused person. I can kind of get into maybe a rut with things. Like I like when I have a schedule that's pretty consistent and I can, kind of plan and anticipate things. I can anticipate when I'll have quiet time. I can anticipate when I'm going to go work out. I can anticipate when my reading time is, all of that. And so the past couple of years, I feel like maybe I was in a little bit of a rut when it came to, this is my life, this is my schedule. And in part of coming to graduate school was for me to shake myself loose a little bit of kind of systems and routines I had built for myself, and thinking differently about when I do things, the amount of time it takes to do things. Because like a separate part of this conversation that we won't go into is that, because I live in London, I have to rely on public transportation, and, you have to carry your groceries back from the grocery store, all of those things. Like you plan differently and you use your time differently because it takes, some time to walk to the grocery store. You only can get so much stuff at a certain time because you're carrying it, and it's not like you're just like putting it in a shopping cart and pushing it to your car, and you can take multiple trips to and from your car into your apartment with your groceries. So it's a different experience thinking about time, systems, routines, and I know it's going to be good for me. Some days it feels like it's hard, or not hard, annoying, that I don't have a routine, because then it can lead to some laziness or me kind of pushing off things like, oh, I can just do that tomorrow, instead of knowing like, nope, this is the only time you have this week to do this thing. So sometimes I get, and that's like a self thing. It's like a discipline thing. Me not always being as disciplined as I should be about how I use my time. So yeah, I was just thinking about how we use time and the need to shake ourselves loose of systems and routines that we have sometimes, in order to kind of find new and interesting ways to spend our time, and to think differently about what we value and how we want to structure our days, which leads into how we structure our lives and all that nonsense. Good nonsense. And to go with that, I learned a new word a day or two ago. There's a linguist on Twitter named Susie Dent, and she tweeted this word. It's an old Scottish word called herkle-derkle, and it means kind of being lazy, but really specifically it means like staying in bed longer than you should, because you have to get up and go to work, or do other things. And so I highly recommend the herkle-derkle. I did it a couple of times this week. Didn't miss class or anything, but it means you rush a little bit, but sometimes it's nice to curl up in the covers. So yeah, I'm going to head out now to see Charlie Brown, and I will share more about that tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Not good at ending the video, but yep, have a nice day. Make good choices.